Hello YouTube, my name is David and welcome to my new YouTube channel called CyberArk Admin. I created this channel because I've been a CyberArk admin for about 3+ years, and I ran into some issues, come up with some tips and tricks that I wanted to share, and I figured maybe some of you out there has run into the same issues and this would help. This channel will include videos on creating components, dealing with issues, dealing with PSM, CPM, and just some of the tips and tricks I've found over the years. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and if you have any suggestions or questions, leave them in the comments below. Okay, so this video is about the Dell Drac 9 plugin, PSM plugin from the marketplace. Normally, when I get something from the marketplace, I don't really have too much issue with it, but the Dell Drac 1 I definitely had issues with, and I want to show you guys what I did to get it to work. Okay? Alright, so first thing we'll do is go ahead and open it up and take a look at the XML. I usually open things up in Notepad++. Okay, so here we go. So basically, the XML includes information that you'll find in the configuration connection components under the options. Basically everything it needs to create the connection, what the timeout is, what it needs to log in. So let's go ahead and take it. I think the most important thing would be the web form settings. That's what it uses, like the URL. And everything like that. So let's start with that. So basically what it looks like is it's looking for search by name from username, but when I ran it, it said I was getting errors like can't find username, can't find password, and then Selenium errors. So basically what I had to do was edit the web form settings for it to work. So let's go ahead and what I did was save one of the Dell Drac pages. So we'll go ahead and take a look at why this isn't working. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the Dell Drac page and take a look at it. Okay, so here we go. If you notice there's some stuff missing, basically I just removed anything that could be compromising just in case. So we don't really need it to create the plugin. Alright, so let's go ahead and look for the username. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So here's the input class. The input class is what you use to input text into a web page. So basically if we go back, so the name is username, but if we go back to look at the component, here we go. So basically it says username and then @GT. I'm not sure what @GT is. Maybe it's username space or username new line. I'm not really sure. If you guys know, I'd really appreciate if you include it in the comments below. But whatever it is, it just wasn't working. It wasn't finding whatever that username space syntax was. So what I had to do was replace it with what I did is just replace it with the class. I always think using the class is easier because it's straightforward. It is easy to find. I haven't had any issues with the CyberArk component finding the class in one of these web components. So we'll go ahead and modify that. I'll go ahead and paste that in there. Okay. And then this is going to be not by name. We don't want it searching by name. We want it searching by class. Okay? Alright. I also don't know what this is. So basically it's saying wait to. Again, if you guys have any ideas, I'm guessing what it is on some web pages you put in the username and then it just shows the username and then it changes do like JavaScript to show the password, but that's not what the Dell Drac does. It shows everything on one page, so we don't need the wait. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove it. We don't want to wait. Alright, so now password. It does the same thing with password. The password at GT. Let's go ahead and look for the password. Okay, so alright, so it looks like we have password, which is just the label, and then we have password hidden, and then we have password down here. So this actually, and if we look, we can actually look at the comments. This is what really clued me into why, if I just put in find password, it wasn't working. So this says, this is a workaround for CyberArk to stop autofill the password. Never delete this. So it creates like a password hidden so it can't autofill, but that's exactly what we want. We want to autofill it. That's how CyberArk works. So to get around this, what we had to do is, instead of just doing username password, what we had to do is we had to do username password as a click and then password. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and use the class again. We'll copy that and come back over here. Place this. Put that in, and instead of button, we're going to use click. Click. And then we don't want to search by name, we want to search by class. Sometimes you don't need to put that in, but since we want to make sure this definitely works, we can include it. It doesn't hurt to add extra syntax to make sure that it works. So we're going to go ahead and search by class. Okay, so basically what it does is it finds username, puts it in, finds a password, and because of that weird password hidden, it clicks on it, and then we want to put in the password. So we're going to remove this stuff again, and we're going to paste in, nope, that didn't work, paste the same class in, right there. We need a semicolon. Alright, and then we are using password, and this is going to be search by class as well. Class. Okay, so they also have validation here. I didn't use validation. I didn't need to use it. It's up to you guys. So I'm not a fan of validation because it doesn't always work and it can cause more issues. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. Obviously, I would recommend testing it. I would make the changes, give it a try with validation, see if it works. If not, I'll just delete it. I mean, your users are going to know if it works or not, right? I mean, they're going to say it did it, but it didn't work. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that stuff. Oh, I missed a spot. Okay, so I got ahead of myself. Sorry about that. So the last part is the button. The only thing I did with here was the QUX button actually works, so we don't really need to do anything with it. That's why I skipped it. Sorry about that. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is just get rid of this stuff. Okay. No, that should be it. It should work. I know what I usually do is turn this off, turn this to no, because sometimes we use self-signed certificates, or it just makes it difficult to leave that to yes. Obviously, you're going to want to determine that in your infrastructure, however your certificates are done, so you can leave it a yes, but I I usually leave it to no. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a like and subscribe. And again, if you have some suggestions or questions, please leave it in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.